drama erupted once again as Joseline made a shocking revelation, claiming to have uncovered explosive footage involving Ballistic and his new girlfriend. According to insiders, the tapes reportedly show moments that could change the public's perception of his relationship and shed light on previously hidden dynamics. Fans of the show were already on edge, but this revelation sent shockwaves through the community, sparking heated debates online and among cast members. For months, rumors had swirled about Ballistic's love life, his loyalty, and the nature of his connections off-camera. The alleged tapes, now in Joseline's hands, have the potential to confirm suspicions, silence gossip, or ignite even more controversy. Courtroom-style confrontations, heated conversations, and social media speculation have already begun to dominate discussions, leaving viewers desperate for the full story. Joseline, known for her boldness and unwillingness to stay silent, has positioned herself at the center of this unfolding drama. Her decision to expose these tapes isn't just about revealing a private relationship. It's about control, influence, and making sure the narrative unfolds on her terms. Observers suggest that this move could have significant repercussions, not only for Ballistic and his girlfriend, but also for the dynamics among the cast, fans, and media outlets covering the story. The tension surrounding these tapes is palpable. Fans are split between disbelief, outrage, and anticipation, debating the authenticity and potential consequences of the footage. Social media is buzzing, with clips, reactions, and speculation fueling the fire, ensuring that this revelation dominates conversation for days to come. The day Joseline decided to reveal the tapes, the atmosphere was charged with a mix of anticipation, excitement, and tension. Word quickly spread through the cast and the fan base alike that she had acquired footage featuring Ballistic and his new girlfriend. Footage that, according to sources, exposed intimate and previously undisclosed moments. What began as rumors on social media quickly escalated into a full-blown media frenzy, with fans speculating on the content of the tapes and what it would mean for Ballistic's personal life and public image. Joseline has always been a figure unafraid to stir the pot, and this move was no exception. For years, her presence in the show had been marked by boldness, confrontation, and a refusal to let things slide unnoticed. Now, armed with these tapes, she had the leverage to control the narrative, ensuring that the story would unfold on her terms. Insiders reveal that her decision wasn't impulsive but calculated, designed to elicit maximum reaction from both Ballistic and the audience. The footage, they claim, isn't just casual clips, but moments that reveal truths Ballistic may have hoped to keep private, giving Joseline an upper hand in the ongoing drama. As the news of the tapes spread, the dynamics within the cast shifted almost instantly. Some members were eager to see the footage, curious about what secrets it might reveal. Others were wary, recognizing the potential for conflict, backlash, and emotional confrontations that often accompany such explosive revelations. The anticipation created a charged environment, both on and off camera, with tensions simmering just beneath the surface. According to those close to the situation, the tapes show interactions that highlight the closeness between Ballistic and his new girlfriend, interactions that could be interpreted in various ways. While some might see them as harmless, intimate moments between two adults, others interpret the clips as evidence of secrecy, betrayal, or manipulation, especially in the context of the show's ongoing drama and interpersonal conflicts. Joseline, aware of these varying interpretations, ensured that the tapes were presented in a way that would provoke strong reactions and ignite debate among viewers and cast members alike. The initial reaction on social media was immediate and intense. Fans began dissecting every detail of the situation, speculating about the timing of the tapes, the nature of Ballistic's relationship with his new girlfriend, and Joseline's motivations for exposing the footage. The conversation was not limited to followers of the show. Media outlets quickly picked up the story, running headlines that emphasized the shocking nature of the revelation. Hashtags, clips, and reactions circulated widely, drawing attention from both longtime viewers and casual onlookers intrigued by the unfolding drama. Inside the show's environment, tensions began to rise. Crew members and cast insiders reported a mix of anticipation and apprehension as Joseline prepared to reveal the tapes publicly. Some expressed concern about the potential for confrontations, arguing that the emotional intensity could escalate quickly. Others viewed it as an opportunity to expose hidden truths, confident that the revelation would shift dynamics in ways favorable to those aware of the footage's contents. Ballistic, reportedly caught off guard by Joseline's actions, was forced to navigate the fallout carefully. Friends close to him stated that he was shocked by the timing and the manner in which the tapes were revealed, realizing that the intimate footage had now become public fodder and a focal point for judgment, debate, and emotional reactions. His legal team and personal advisors began assessing potential consequences, both in terms of public perception and personal relationships, aware that any misstep could amplify the controversy further. As the footage began circulating, reactions were polarized. Some fans expressed disbelief, so claiming the clips must have been altered or taken out of context. Others reacted with outrage, accusing Ballistic of deception or betrayal. The intensity of opinions was compounded by the narrative framing provided by Joseline, who strategically emphasized certain moments and reactions in the clips to heighten dramatic tension. Observers noted that her approach demonstrated a sophisticated understanding of how to manipulate attention and provoke conversation in the digital age. Meanwhile, discussions about the potential impact on the relationship between Ballistic and his new girlfriend intensified. Sources suggest that the couple faced significant pressure as they navigated the sudden public exposure, struggling to maintain composure while dealing with questions, scrutiny, and speculation. The footage brought not only personal embarrassment but also social and emotional challenges, as friends, family, and fans weighed in on the situation, creating a perfect storm of public pressure. The production team recognized the magnitude of Joseline's revelation. Decisions had to be made regarding how to incorporate the tapes into upcoming episodes, how to manage cast interactions, and how to maintain safety and decorum on set. Crew members reported that the atmosphere was highly charged, with constant discussions about strategy, scheduling, and managing potential conflicts arising from the explosive content. Legal advisors were also involved behind the scenes, particularly concerning the distribution of the tapes and potential privacy issues. They cautioned that while Joseline had the right to share content she legally possessed, and the implications of public exposure could include defamation claims, personal disputes, or even contractual complications. Despite these concerns, Joseline's decision to release the footage was unwavering, reflecting her intent to control the narrative and assert influence over the unfolding story. As Part 1 closes, it is clear that Joseline's exposure of the Ballistic tapes is more than a sensational reveal. It's a strategic move with far-reaching consequences. The footage has set off a chain reaction that affects personal relationships, public perception, and the dynamics within the show. Every reaction, from social media commentary to cast member responses, underscores the high stakes of this revelation. The stage is set for confrontations, emotional reckonings, and strategic maneuvers that will define the next chapter in this ongoing saga. Joseline's bold actions have not only captured attention but also shifted the balance of power, ensuring that the fallout from the tapes will dominate conversation for weeks to come. The fallout from Joseline's revelation continued to reverberate through the cast and the fan base. As the tapes circulated online and clips were dissected across social media platforms, the tension between Ballistic, his new girlfriend, and the rest of the cast became increasingly apparent. Observers noted that the dynamics behind the scenes shifted almost immediately, with alliances tested and rivalries amplified in response to the explosive footage. Ballistic faced immense pressure to address the situation publicly. Sources close to him reported that he spent hours discussing strategy with friends and advisors, trying to anticipate how his reactions would be perceived by both fans and cast members. Every statement, gesture, and appearance carried weight, and any misstep could escalate the controversy further. The tapes had thrust him into the spotlight in a way that extended beyond the usual show drama, highlighting personal aspects of his life that were now public and subject to scrutiny. Meanwhile, Joseline appeared to navigate the situation with calculated confidence. Insiders described her as deliberate in her actions, aware that releasing the tapes at a particular moment would maximize impact. Her timing seemed designed not only to draw attention to Ballistic's relationship, but also to assert her influence within the social hierarchy of the cast. By controlling the narrative, she positioned herself as a central figure in the unfolding drama, ensuring that her voice and perspective dominated the conversation. Reactions from other cast members were mixed. Some expressed sympathy for Ballistic and his girlfriend, concerned about the emotional toll of public exposure. Others appeared eager to capitalize on the controversy, using the footage as a way to provoke confrontations or fuel ongoing rivalries. The tapes became a catalyst, amplifying tensions and revealing hidden tensions and alliances within the group. The combination of personal stakes, public attention, and media scrutiny created a volatile environment where emotions ran high and conflict seemed inevitable. Fans were equally invested, with social media discussions dominated by debates over authenticity, morality, and loyalty. Some viewers praised Joseline for her assertiveness, interpreting her actions as a form of empowerment and control. Others criticized her for exposing private moments, questioning the ethics of sharing intimate footage with a broad audience. The discourse extended beyond the immediate cast, sparking broader conversations about trust, boundaries, and accountability in personal relationships and public life. In the midst of the chaos, Ballistic's new girlfriend also found herself navigating intense public attention. Insider reports suggest that she faced a barrage of scrutiny from fans and media outlets, forcing her to carefully consider how she presented herself in interviews, social media posts, and public appearances. Her ability to respond with composure and clarity became crucial, as any perceived misstep could fuel further speculation or criticism. Sources indicate that she relied heavily on close friends and advisors to manage the emotional impact of the sudden exposure. The production team worked tirelessly to manage the situation on set. Crew members coordinated with cast members to schedule filming, mediate conflicts, and ensure that safety and decorum were maintained despite the heightened emotions. Discussions about how to integrate the tapes into upcoming episodes were ongoing, with considerations for narrative flow, viewer engagement, and the potential for backlash. Every decision required careful planning, balancing the dramatic impact with the responsibility of managing personal boundaries and reputations. Legal considerations also played a role behind the scenes. Advisors cautioned Joseline and the production team about potential privacy issues, defamation claims, and contractual obligations. While the tapes were legally in Joseline's possession, distributing or broadcasting them carried risks, particularly if the content was contested or perceived as intentionally damaging. Despite these concerns, the strategic value of releasing the footage appeared to outweigh potential legal complications, with Joseline and her team confident in their approach. As the days progressed, the narrative surrounding the tapes evolved. New details emerged, providing context and additional layers to the story. Our insider accounts suggested that some moments in the footage had been misinterpreted or taken out of context, leading to misunderstandings and heated debates among fans and cast members alike. Joseline leveraged this ambiguity, allowing speculation to thrive while maintaining control over the broader narrative. Her approach demonstrated a sophisticated understanding of how to navigate controversy and public perception in a high-stakes social environment. The emotional toll on Ballistic was evident. Observers noted signs of stress, frustration, and vulnerability as he attempted to address the situation while maintaining composure. Close friends described him as grappling with a combination of anger, embarrassment, and concern for his relationship, acknowledging that the public exposure of private moments was deeply challenging. His responses were scrutinized in real time, with fans and media dissecting every interview, post, and public appearance for insights into his character, motives, and state of mind. Meanwhile, the relationship between Ballistic and his new girlfriend faced a critical test. The sudden visibility of their interactions created pressure to present a united front while navigating the emotional fallout. Sources report that communication, trust, and mutual support became central to managing the crisis, as both individuals worked to maintain their personal connection amid external scrutiny. Their ability to handle the situation with resilience would ultimately shape public perception and influence how the narrative unfolded in subsequent episodes. Social media remained a hotbed of speculation and discussion. Clips, memes, and commentary proliferated, ensuring that the controversy remained at the forefront of public attention. Fans dissected each scene, debated authenticity, and shared opinions on morality, loyalty, and strategy. Influencers and commentators amplified the discussion, highlighting the broader cultural implications of the footage and its impact on relationships, power dynamics, and social behavior. Throughout the unfolding events, Joseline maintained a strategic advantage. By controlling the release and framing of the tapes, she positioned herself as a central figure in the conversation. Her actions reinforced her reputation for assertiveness and boldness, reminding both the cast and fans of her ability to shape narratives, influence outcomes, and command attention in high-stakes situations. As Part 2 concludes, the repercussions of Joseline's revelation are far from over. The exposure of Ballistic's new relationship has ignited emotional reactions, strategic maneuvering, and public scrutiny, creating a volatile environment where tensions remain high. Every choice, statement, and response from those involved will continue to shape the unfolding drama, making it clear that the impact of the tapes will resonate for weeks, if not months. The fallout from Joseline's exposure of Ballistic's new relationship reached its peak in the days following the release of the tapes. The cast, crew, and public alike were caught in a whirlwind of speculation, confrontation, and analysis. What had started as a single act of revelation quickly evolved into a full-blown crisis that affected personal relationships, public perception, and the dynamics of the show itself. Ballistic found himself under intense scrutiny. Friends close to him revealed that he struggled to navigate the barrage of questions from both media and fans. Every statement he made was dissected for hidden meaning, and every public appearance became an opportunity for judgment. The tapes had transformed his personal life into public property, leaving him vulnerable and under constant observation. His advisors emphasized the importance of careful messaging, urging him to maintain composure while addressing the situation strategically. Meanwhile, his new girlfriend faced unprecedented pressure. Sources confirmed that she experienced both emotional and social challenges as fans and critics analyzed her behavior, expressions, and responses to the controversy. The sudden visibility of their relationship created a situation that was as psychologically taxing as it was socially complex. Support systems were crucial, and she leaned heavily on friends and close confidants to navigate the intense scrutiny. Within the cast, tensions escalated dramatically. Some members expressed concern for the well-being of Ballistic and his girlfriend, advocating for a cautious and empathetic approach. Others saw the revelation as an opportunity to fuel further drama, instigating confrontations and engaging in heated discussions. The environment became increasingly volatile, with alliances tested and loyalties questioned. Crew members reported that filming became particularly challenging, requiring constant mediation and attention to avoid conflicts spilling into physical or verbal altercations. The social media acted as a magnifying glass, amplifying every reaction and adding layers of interpretation to the situation. Fans analysed every second of the released footage, debated its authenticity, and speculated about motives and hidden intentions. Online discourse oscillated between condemnation, support, and fascination, with hashtags and clips circulating widely. The controversy became a cultural talking point, demonstrating how quickly personal relationships could transform into public spectacle in the era of digital media. Joseline, at the centre of the storm, maintained a calculated approach. Insiders noted that she timed the release of the footage strategically, ensuring maximum impact while retaining control over the narrative. Her framing of the tapes highlighted certain interactions, emphasizing points that would provoke strong reactions and amplify the drama. By doing so, she solidified her influence within the cast's social hierarchy and reinforced her reputation as a figure capable of commanding attention and steering conversations. The emotional toll on all involved was considerable. Ballistic displayed signs of frustration, embarrassment, and vulnerability, while his girlfriend grappled with feelings of exposure and judgment. Cast members navigated shifting alliances and heightened tensions, aware that the situation could easily spiral further. Even Joseline, while strategically positioned, faced scrutiny and criticism, as observers debated whether her actions were justified or opportunistic. Legal considerations continued to play a role behind the scenes. Our advisors reminded all parties of potential privacy implications, defamation risks, and contractual obligations related to filming and content distribution. While Joseline had legal possession of the footage, the public nature of its release added complexity, requiring careful handling to mitigate risks. Despite these challenges, her team remained confident that the strategic benefits outweighed potential legal concerns, and the controversy continued to unfold on her terms. The impact on the broader narrative of the show was profound. Producers reported that the revelation would dominate upcoming episodes, influencing storylines, interactions, and audience engagement. Scenes were reshot or restructured to accommodate discussions surrounding the tapes, highlighting the interplay between real-life drama and scripted storytelling. The controversy had effectively blurred the lines between reality and performance, creating a unique dynamic that both challenged and engaged the audience. Fan engagement reached unprecedented levels. Comment sections, forums, and social media feeds were flooded with opinions, theories, and analyses. Every reaction became part of the ongoing discourse, creating a feedback loop where audience engagement influenced cast behavior, which in turn generated further content and discussion. The tapes had transformed a private relationship into a public phenomenon, illustrating the power of personal revelations in shaping social and entertainment landscapes. Amid the chaos, strategic maneuvers emerged. Some cast members attempted to leverage the situation for personal gain, initiating conversations or confrontations designed to position themselves favorably. Others sought to mediate conflicts, hoping to restore balance and prevent the situation from escalating further. The interplay of ambition, loyalty, and personal interest added depth and complexity to the unfolding drama, demonstrating how one revelation can ripple across multiple relationships and agendas. Ballistic's attempts to respond publicly were measured but scrutinized. Each statement was evaluated for tone, sincerity, and intention, with fans and media interpreting even minor gestures as significant. The pressure to maintain composure while addressing the controversy highlighted the challenges of navigating personal relationships in a hyper-visible environment. Similarly, Nahi's girlfriend faced the delicate task of asserting her identity and perspective while managing the intense public gaze. By the end of Part 3, it was clear that Joseline's revelation had lasting consequences. The tapes had not only exposed intimate details of a personal relationship, but also catalyzed a series of emotional, social, and strategic reactions that would continue to unfold. Cast dynamics had shifted, public discourse was dominated by speculation and debate, and the personal lives of those involved were under unprecedented scrutiny. The controversy surrounding the ballistic tapes underscored the complex interplay between privacy, public perception, and social influence. Every choice made by Joseline, Ballistic, his girlfriend, and other cast members contributed to the evolving narrative, shaping outcomes in ways that were unpredictable yet deeply impactful. Emotional reactions, strategic maneuvers, and audience engagement created a multi-layered phenomenon that demonstrated the power of revelations to alter social and professional landscapes. As the story continues, it is evident that the fallout from the tapes will influence relationships, reputations, and public perception for months to come. Joseline's strategic positioning, combined with the intensity of reactions from all involved, has ensured that this episode of drama will remain a defining moment. Every decision, statement, and interaction moving forward carries weight as the cast navigates the consequences of exposure, loyalty, and public judgment. The story serves as a compelling example of how personal revelations, when combined with strategic insight and timing, can dominate social discourse, influence media narratives, and shift power dynamics. Joseline's bold actions have not only captured attention but also redefined relationships and perceptions, leaving a lasting mark on the ongoing saga and the public consciousness. The explosive revelation by Joseline has left fans and cast members alike reeling, proving once again that in the world of drama and reality, television, timing and strategy are everything. By exposing the tapes of Ballistic and his new girlfriend, Joseline didn't just reveal private moments, she shifted the balance of power, sparked heated debates, and created a storyline that will dominate conversations for weeks. Her bold move reminds us that courage, strategy, and influence often go hand in hand when it comes to controlling a narrative. The fallout from the tapes has shown the complexity of relationships under public scrutiny. Ballistic and his girlfriend now face intense attention, navigating both emotional and social pressures while attempting to maintain composure. Meanwhile, Joseline has solidified her role as a central figure in the drama, demonstrating that knowledge, timing, and confidence can amplify influence in any high-stakes environment. The situation highlights the intersection of personal vulnerability, public perception, and strategic action, revealing how quickly private matters can transform into cultural phenomena. Now, it's your turn to weigh in. What do you think about Joseline exposing these tapes? Was it a bold move or an unnecessary controversy? Could you have made the same decision under similar circumstances? Share your thoughts in the comments, engage with the discussion, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates or twists in this ongoing saga. The story is far from over, and the next chapter promises even more drama, confrontations, and revelations that will keep everyone talking.